Good evening. I'm Kelly Cornish, Chair of the Her Justice Board of Directors. I'm so sorry I couldn't be with you all in person tonight. This event is one of my favorite events of the year as we come together with so many colleagues and friends to support this incredible organization. First, let me say a warm congratulations to Jen and Ira for this well-deserved honor. What a showing tonight. What you have accomplished tonight, rallying so many people around this important cause, is a testament to your leadership in the field and your commitment to giving back to the community. Thank you, Ira and Jen. Tonight, I have the privilege of introducing our Executive Director, Amy Barish. Some of you may know this, but for those who don't, after 10 years of dedicated service, Amy has decided to step down to pursue her next chapter. That means tonight is her last benefit serving at the helm as Her Justice's leader. Before we celebrate our illustrious honorees, I wanted to take a moment to recognize the incredible impact Amy has had on this organization and on our community at large. As board chair, I have been fortunate to work closely with Amy for many years. She is one of the most committed, capable, passionate, and effective leaders that I've encountered in my career. My connection to Her Justice goes back literally decades. I love New York City. I have lived and worked here for 40 years. Her Justice is a quintessential New York City organization, serving one of the most vulnerable groups in our society, women and children living in poverty, the vast majority of whom are victims of domestic violence. Her Justice has helped them navigate some of the most complicated and important moments of their lives by leveraging the power of pro bono attorneys from hundreds of law firms across the city, many who are represented in this room tonight. That has been Her Justice's mission since its founding, and it has been a personal passion of mine. 10 years ago, Amy stepped in as our first executive director, following our founder, Kathy Douglas, charged with building upon that original vision. She brought years of experience as an advocate for survivors of domestic violence, a deep understanding of how our legal systems and government agencies are failing those who need them most, and an optimism about the power of pro bono. What Amy has brought into focus for me and so many others is the need to fix the systems in our city. Over the last 10 years, in addition to serving thousands of women each year, Her Justice has formalized its commitment to systems change by developing a robust policy agenda that aims to create a justice system that works for everyone, regardless of race, gender, or economic status. This combination of legal representation and policy work makes Her Justice a powerful force for good in our community, something Amy and her team should be very proud of. And let's not forget that Amy led our organization through the COVID-19 pandemic. At a time when many organizations faltered, Her Justice did not. Under Amy's leadership and with the support of so many people in this room, Her Justice is now stronger than it has ever been before. Amy, it has been a true privilege to work alongside you for all these years. We are so sad to see you go. There is so much work to be done, but you have truly helped lay the foundation for a safer, stronger future for our city. With immense gratitude for all you have done on behalf of women in our community, the Board of Directors and our Senior Leadership Council have joined forces and are thrilled to pledge $75,000 to tonight's event in your honor, Amy. May you go forth feeling proud of the important work you've done. Cheers to your next chapter, Amy.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Well, in absentia, I want to thank Kelly for those touching remarks. As you can tell, many of you I know her as an incredible colleague, and I know her as a dear partner as board chair. I mean, my remarks now seem, it's hard to follow Kelly. So I was going to say, our entire board, as you now know, is made up of remarkable people who all joined this organization during my tenure. And all of you have been an essential part of my experience and of the organization's recent journey. We're stronger for your presence And I would love for the current board, the Senior Leadership Council, and the recent past board members to please raise your hand so we can give you a round of applause. And I would like to give you a round of applause as well. I'm so deeply touched, really. Thank you. I want to give a special thank you as well to tonight's honorees, Ira Dizengoff and Jennifer O'Neill, and their tireless band of supporters we call the Honorary Co-Chair Committee. You got all of these people in the room tonight, and we're so grateful for that. As Kelly said, it's been my honor to serve as the Executive Director of Her Justice for almost 10 years now. I had the privilege and the challenge, as she mentioned, of taking over from the organization's inspirational founder, Kathy Douglas. As I think back to that time, I realized that since then, I have moved back to the metro area from Albany, New York, thankfully. My husband has had both of his hips replaced. My son has progressed from 7th grade to having just completed his junior year of college. And next week, my dad is celebrating his 95th birthday. Yeah. You can see where I get my energy from. Miraculously, I have not aged at all during this time. But I have spent a really big chapter of my life in your company. Looking back, I also realized that many of our clients have been working with Her Justice far longer than I have. It's a really striking and sobering realization. Our clients also experience personal, important moments in their lives working with us, but they also have to grapple with systems that were not designed with them in mind. That's where Her Justice comes in. Over the past decade, our law and policy team has deepened the services we offer clients, using a trauma-informed approach to make sure we give them the right support as they journey through a court system that can itself cause further harm. When ICE agents were stationed at the courthouses in 2017, we answered our clients' fearful calls and explained their rights to them. When family court practically shuttered for 18 months during COVID, we negotiated ways to get our clients' issues heard. When the courts were physically closed and couldn't refer clients to us, we overhauled our intake system to keep reaching those clients who would most benefit from our services. Even now, as mothers and children wait longer and longer to get the relief they need and deserve, we stick with them throughout. During this same time, as Kelly mentioned, we also grew our commitment to addressing policy change so the barriers our clients face would be removed from the system altogether. We started publishing original research reports that lift up the experiences of our clients and shed light on the inequities built into institutions that were meant to serve them. We proposed child support legislation that is currently pending in Albany and have become a go-to policy resource invited to testify at city, state, and federal hearings. During my tenure, we have worked through the NFL's reckoning with their partner violence problem, the Me Too movement, COVID, the killing of George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, and now the war in Gaza. For those of us who work at social justice organizations, upheavals like these exacerbate our fundamental concerns about equity and justice, heightening both the difficulty and the importance of the work that we do. I will always be proud to have been a part of Team Her Justice. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone on the Her Justice team. You are poised to guide Her Justice into its new future. All of you here tonight are also members of that team. We could not accomplish all we do without you joining us in our dedication to harnessing pro bono to offer our clients what they need most. The needs of women living in poverty in New York City do not disappear, even if a new crisis emerges. In fact, if there's a new crisis, there's a good chance it's making their loads even heavier. Her Justice is ready to stand with them as long as it takes, under any leadership, working to change our systems to make women, families, and communities stronger. Thank you for standing with us tonight, and always, you cannot know how much your support means to me. Thank you so much.